Boom, hey internets. Had a great question, as you see from the title above. We're talking about logos, which in a lot of ways is the inception of your brand. The beginning of the journey is having a great concept, right? And a great logo that represents your brand. It's essential and crucial. So I'd urge you to look at any of the things I've talked about in creating a unique name for your clothing line and your brand. I mentioned that in naming your clothing brand. Also, go into depth about this actual category in expanding brand ID. So take a look at that later, but for now, what is a logo system? Very simply, it's stackable logos. It's logos that you can use interchangeably. And I'll give you the example of Nike. This is always the one that's the offhand, just because Nike is so recognizable. I'll also point that Nike is an apparel company. It's also one of the best worldwide examples of branding a company, right? So fashion in general was ahead in terms of having elements of branding, having elements of a personality, emotional attachment to a clothing and apparel type company, right? Like fashion is early on that, and now that there's like influencers and individuals that have brand and need to stay on brand, it's also an element now. So a logo system is an iconic logo, right? The mark, such as the Nike swoosh, and a word mark. So Nike in this scenario is what it is for Nike. So you're very used to seeing both of these together. You know immediately what the company is. However, here's the key to it all. If we take away the word mark, you guys know what the swoosh is for sure, 100%. Also, if we flip that and we remove the check, you guys know what Nike is, right? N-I-K-E. You know, you get the same feelings and emotions because they've done so well at their storytelling and branding, okay? So that is a logo system. You should, and you can incorporate it into your brand. Now, do you have to? No. Again, with fashion, we break rules all the time. There is best practices, but you can choose in this scenario, like many, to go the path untraveled. Also, I talk about this in my other video about can you have more than one logo? So I go into that as well. I suggest you take a look at this video here. I'll link it down below so you can click on it if it doesn't already pop up from the algorithm. Please like, please subscribe when you get the chance. If you have any questions, comments, you can drop it all down below. You could also text me at this number here. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.